Hi everybody, it's Elliot Connie here, and I want to share some of my current thoughts about solution-focused brief therapy with this edition of SFBT Moments. Recently I was on a trip to Europe where I was teaching a few days about using the solution-focused approach with couples. And as I apply this approach in my work and as I study and research and really work to hone my solution-focused skills, my thoughts are always evolving and constantly causing me to think and really pay attention to what I'm doing in session. And I had the opportunity to meet with someone as I was doing a session over in Europe, and it completely struck a chord with me. It brought forth an idea in my head that really resonated with me and where we are right now in our solution-focused approach in the way that we're doing it here at the Connie Institute with my partner, Dr. Adam Frower, and myself, and the work we're doing in teaching. And the two things that stood out to me that I think I can't continue to teach solution-focused brief therapy without highlighting these two ideas. Number one is how important it is for the therapist to stick to their questions. So when you ask a solution-focused question, and we all know them, there's lots of things out there about them. I don't have to tell you what they are: the miracle question, exception finding, scaling question, so on and so on. Don't abandon your question. You have to be persistent. If all you do is know the techniques, and then when the client experiences a difficult time answering them, you abandon the questions, then you're not really going to be providing helpfulness for the client. So number one, the idea that really stuck with me as I was working with these clients and is transforming the way that I practice and teach solution-focused brief therapy is how important it is to be persistent in the questions you're asking your client. And then the second idea connected to that is absolutely allow your clients to do their work. Don't bail them out. When a client tells you that a question is difficult for them to respond to, don't bail them out. Let them do their work. Let them think. Let them come up with an answer to your question. And in order to do that, you have to have complete and total trust in the client and in the solution-focused brief therapy process. And it's so important that we do those two things. So number one, be persistent in your question. And number two, have complete and total trust in your client's ability to answer the question and in the solution-focused process, so we allow them to do their work and come to their response. My good friend Chris Iveson, he likes to refer to a solution-focused brief therapist as a cab driver. And I love that metaphor, right? Because in essence, we're taking our clients to their destination via our cab, which is the solution-focused conversation. But the more I think about it, the more I think actually a personal trainer is probably a better description, or at least a different description, of what a solution-focused brief therapist is doing. So if someone were to hire me to help them, get in shape or lose weight or whatever, and I say, great, I want you to do 100 sit-ups, and that's going to help you really get in shape. And that person does 100 sit-ups, or they get down to do 100 sit-ups. And then they get down to maybe sit-up number 55, and they say, oh, this is really tough, I can't do anymore. If I were to say, okay, no problem, I'll do the remaining amount of sit-ups for you, they're not really going to experience the benefit of my personal training. And the same thing is true in solution-focused brief therapy. If I ask you a question and you experience a hard time in answering it, I have to trust you and let you go through the difficult process of coming up with an answer, because it's that thinking and it's that development of a response to the question where change actually happens. So don't forget, if you're going to ask solution-focused questions in session, don't give up, be persistent, and trust your client's ability to come up, answer the questions and in the solution-focused process in order to be really helpful to your clients. See you later.